afternoon, guys. Okay, I'm Derrick here. I'm the founder for this animal welfare group, Voices for Animal, and primarily we rescued breeding dogs and cats and even rabbits from puppy farms, kitten farms. So we nurture them, we took care of them, and subsequently find them good homes. And I'm also head of operation for this company called Sunny Hikes, one of the, I suppose, the largest doggy daycare in Singapore. It's like a childcare whereby the fur parents will actually adopt their fur kids at my school, so that the kids can actually enjoy the facilities, swim, plays, and everything there. Okay, so a bit about myself. Okay, it doesn't really look very, very pleasant because of all this thing that's stated there. Okay, failed in school, and I don't really do very, very well in school, and joined several gangs, and glue sniffer, smoked marijuana, and pop pills. This was actually all taken out from an article that was the Straits Times actually interviewed me last year, and it was all stated on the paper that I just couldn't avoid this. It has to be mentioned. So thank God I wasn't really caught. I wasn't caught. So yeah, arrested for rioting and a lot of weird habits as well. So how I actually got out from all this thing, there's a day that I was actually caught for rioting, and the police actually came to my place and actually took me out from my house. And it was an evening time. My dad just came back from work. So we were at the lift lobby, and my dad saw me actually escorted into the police car by the policeman, and he actually has got my dinner in his hand. So he went to the police car, and I was sitting in the police car. He told the police officer, "My son have not eaten yet. Can you please pass this packet of chicken rice to him and let him have his dinner?" So there was that moment I was like, okay, why am I doing all this? I mean, because I suppose it was peer pressure then, and you learn a lot of bad things, and you just want to impress friends rather than you want to impress the family. So it was that moment that I saw my dad. I saw his eyes, and he kind of feel really, really disappointed. And that moment I was like, okay, I shouldn't do that anymore. So I became better in a way, and my parent got me a pet, a dog, subsequently a second one and a third one. So I have got all my responsibility back home, and I have to look after all of them. So I can't party anymore, is that mentioned there, and I need to protect my fur kids. I call them my fur kids because they are like a child to me, so I need to protect them. So I actually, looking at me with tattoos and gold hair, I used to be a police officer for 10 years. So nobody really believes that. So there was actually a transition when I joined the police force, and the law and orders actually stops me from really a lot of other things. So actually I got the right career. And 10 years. And subsequently I actually went to, because I'm a kind of person that couldn't be tied up. So I actually started exploring stuff, and uniform career wasn't really a very, very comfortable thing for me. I thought money was the thing that is really, really interests me. So I actually went into marine sales. So I heard that marine sales you get good money and stuff. So money was good, but I wasn't really happy. And so since I was like 30 years old, so I actually do a job change. I went into interior design. So I thought I'm a creative person. But subsequently I realized, working in interior design company for 1.5 years, I was like, that is not something that actually I want to do. So came an opportunity that actually got a job and an offer, and investor who actually supported for what I've been doing for the animals, and actually they've gotten me this big area in Bukit Timah, and actually started my own doggy daycare and dog hotel, cat hotel. So there's something that, okay, it has been 2 years, so things are doing good, things are moving really fast, and things are growing and developing. What we have there is the doggy daycare, dog boarding, which is the dog hotel, and we have everything under one roof, from dog grooming, cat grooming. We have cafes, human cafes, doggy bakeries, for everything you have. It's a pet-friendly place. On the 17th of October, which is this Saturday, is going to be an opening of my cat therapy center, which is going to be the first in the world, I suppose, because I named it in a way that nobody actually has it. So it's going to be a cat therapy center. It's an area for people to come and relax with the cats. And apparently I've trained all the therapists really, really well in a way that the therapists are non-human. They are the four-leggeds. So they just go and be with the people and actually de-stress the people. So how does all this thing came about is I started rescuing of animals 6 to 7 years ago. Because they can't speak, we need to speak for them. Subsequently, I actually started this group called Voices for Animal. Okay. Voices for Animal, it has been around for a couple of years. And in Singapore, the society doesn't really see animal in a way that they are really, really important. People, majority of the people, not majority, there are people who still felt that animals, they're pests. And pest control comes to trap animals and in a way that they still consider them as pests. But for us, they're considered as, equality, living being, they should be respected. So, trying to do something different for the society, I engage rescue animals. I rescue the rescue animals, I give them a role. I use them to help people. So they go around. Recently, we actually have a lot of program whereby a rescue animal goes to old folks' home, they goes to Society for the Physically Disabled, they provide therapy. They actually help to bring a lot of laughter to the people that I suppose the government wants to see. Because when you talk about animals in Singapore, the government is not really, really interested in. And financially, the government doesn't support for the medical bills and all our expenses as well. So we as a founder that actually has to go out sourcing for money. And I'm a kind of person that actually, I'm quite very egoistic in a way that I'm quite bossy in a way. But when it comes to animals, I actually will just bow for them. When I'm shortage of occurred 30 over thousands of medical bill, so just go around begging friends, okay, do you want to help contribute to the cause? Do you want to help to take a bill of 1 dog or 2 dogs, or anybody want to help we're running out of food, can anybody just come forward to help us with the food? So when it comes to about animal, I'll do anything for them to get the kind of support to keep Voices for Animal moving. So this is what I do for Voices for Animal. You look into their eyes that you know that there are things that you just can't say no to. Look at their face. Look, they came from puppy farms. They wasn't really well taken care for. All they need is love. So I as a founder and a lot of volunteers, we actually start to give them all the love and we nurture them from a broken heart. Animals, they actually, when they first came to us, you look into their eyes that they knew, that you can tell that they are expressless. They're actually so lost. We don't know what they actually went through. So we actually have to rebuild them like a child. They're like a lost child. So from there, we have to nurture them. It's I have this really, really sad story about this dog that I actually rescued. Her name is Ariel. She was a rescue dog from the puppy farm. When I took her back to the shelter, she was given up because she could no longer produce puppy. And she has got a big mass in the mouth, so they were suspecting it was cancer. So we actually sent her to the vet, and she has the mass was actually so bad that it eats up all her jaw area. So she went through surgery, and the vet said that, okay, she has to remove that mass, and actually the mass was removed, and she was actually seen with the exposed teeth. So she couldn't last for, I think, 2.5 weeks, and she subsequently has to be warded. Everything just falls onto her. She has got liver failure, kidney failure, everything you name it. She has low blood count and everything. She's just basically a dying dog when we actually sent her to the hospital. So the vet was saying, okay, I was at work when the vet gave me a call, said that Derrick, Ariel is going to die soon. So what are you going to do to her? I said that, okay, don't put her down, because Voices for Animal policy, we don't put any of our animals to sleep. They deserve to be, because we as a human, we can't control their life. We need to let, no matter what I do, I will just raise for everything just to help them. So my vet says that, okay, I will send Ariel to your house. When I got home, so my vet was at my place, so I took Ariel over. So I looked at her. She was like, okay, good to be home. So I brought her home, and I do have my animals at home as well. So when I introduced Ariel to the rest of the packs at home, So I said that Ariel is going to be here and she's going to go home. She's going to go soon. So my animal actually, they become very, very sympathetic about this little dogs that I brought home. So I helped her. I on the air condition. I set the bed nicely for her. On the television, I told her that, okay, this is the first time I've been to a home. I'm actually like talking to a little kid. So I shared with her, is this the first time you went to a home? Okay, this is the television, blah, blah, blah. So shared with her everything in the house. But that moment, she was like, you can look at in the eyes that she's really, really happy. I thought that she would go anytime. But after the medication given, she became brighter. So I was like looking at her, is there anything that you want to do? Do you want to explore the estate? So actually in the middle of that, I carried her out in my arms. I was just walking around my estate. I said, okay, this is the MRT. It's like a crazy guy carrying a dog walking around, showing the dog, this is a tree, this is the mall, whatsoever. So I said, have you seen the world enough? So the moment I brought her home, I put her on my bed, I said that, have you seen everything? What she gave me was, she took a deep breath and she just passed off. So it means she actually appreciates everything and she has seen everything. This is the thing that she wanted. She left peacefully in my arm. So that's why this is the thing that actually keeps me really, really moving forward to just wanted to help more animals. Currently, we have close to about 120 rescue animals, and I recently took up a project close to 400 puppy mills dog that this puppy farm has closed down. We rehomed close to about 200. So the recent head count was 193 plus my current existing 120. So we have close to about 300 dogs looking for home. Yeah. So I have a full-time worker who is just looking after all my dogs, and I've got volunteers who come and help with all the showering of all the animals. And we are recruiting as well. And if anybody here who are really interested, you can actually go to my Facebook page, Voices for Animal, and actually write in to us and just help us from there. Okay, these are all the activities that we have done, and yeah, the adoption drive. Like perhaps I might need to go and talk to one of our previous speakers about crowdfunding, because for us, we really need the fund to actually to sustain off for all the animals. Okay, how we finance Voices for Animal? Like what I've mentioned, donation drive, monthly adoption drive. We sell souvenirs, we sell whatsoever things we have. We have flea markets, we bring whatever things we have at home, go to the flea market and actually gather whatever things we have. We gather, as in whatever people contribute to us, whatever we receive, all goes to the animal. The bills, our utility bills, the animal food, and the medical bills. Memorable experiences in life. Actually, you guys can actually forget about whatever is above. So you can just see, these are things that actually makes me laugh and makes me smile. In the middle of when you get home in life, you wanted to achieve things. And this other picture actually makes me really, really happy. Look at all this. They came from a puppy farm that they wasn't really well taken care for. But after years, they go to home. And this is their after picture, before and after pictures. Okay, looking forward, like I've mentioned earlier, using the rescue animals to help people. The opening of my new cat therapy center is going to be something that I hope that I can change the perspective. About how people look at animals, not knowing that animals can actually really contribute back to the society more than a lot of people by showing a little bit of love. Okay, like why I'm here, actually, I'm trying to plant seeds everywhere. So actually to nurture the younger generation, tell the people about the plight of the animals, and of course getting people to support animal welfare groups, not just us. If you want to change the world, these are my words of advice. Okay, we are in a society that is dog eat work society. So it's kind of things that, I've been through that. So, but I find my peace from the animals. So that is something that I just want to share with everybody, that Animal Do can actually share your moments and makes you happy. So to cut off to end the speech, I actually share with a lot of people in life. We actually have a pair of keys on our hands. They're actually all doors all over the place. Opportunities are all over the place. It's like today, 100,000 years back. If years back, they have this opportunity, I'll be the first few who actually start queuing up for this, to get this, to start my. So you have the pair of key. Opportunities are all over the place. But when you open the doors, you can open all the doors, but some of the doors might be locked. When you open it, you are able to open it with your key, but when you open it, there's nothing inside. Don't give up, because there are really, really a lot of other doors for you to open. There's one day you will open the right door and the light is there waiting for you. All right. Thank you so much.